What is up, my thrifty friends? Tabs here from the Urban Goddess shop. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we are going over all the sales from the last 2 weeks. As you guys seen in the title, February was my best month yet, like ever reselling in the last 3 years. I'm so excited to go over all of this stuff. I have so much information to share with you guys. We're going to be covering all the sales over $30. I did have quite a few high dollar sales, but lots that are just over that 30 bucks. And I wanted to give you guys ideas if your ASP is around that $30 to $40 mark. Before I get started, if you are new to my channel, I'm a Canadian reseller. I'm a mom to 2 girls, a wife, I work part-time in a hospital pharmacy, and I love to sell used clothing. It is my jam here on YouTube, and I share everything about my business, helping you grow a side hustle reselling clothing as well. So if you're into that, give me a thumbs up, let me know you're here for the content. We're gonna go into the sales, and then we're gonna cover all the data at the end. I'm going to give you guys total sales, ASP, how many items sold, top trending brands, how I'm making the sales. I have a fun fact at the end. And then I'm just going to break down what I've been doing and what I think is working for my business, hopefully helping you make some choices in your own business. Keep in mind, what works for one person doesn't always work for another, but I hope that what I'm sharing can have a positive impact on your business as well. Okay, we're going to jump right into these sales. First item that sold was a pair of girlfriend jeans. These were the Carolina high-rise skinny jeans. They sold for $40. I was anticipating that I was going to make more money on these. I accepted this offer. I've had them for like a month and a half, so I was happy to keep them moving. Next item to sell was a Free People Ottoman slouchy tunic top in an extra small. This was almost like a mauve or almost borderline taupe color. I guess no, more mauve. It did sell for $60. I felt like there was probably more value in it, but I was running a sale. I started a sale for Feb long weekend, and this fell into it. So she got a really good deal. She did receive the purchase and left a love note. Happy with my purchase and appreciate the wonderful seller. Would definitely purchase from them again. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the top. It's Ottoman sweaters are like amazing pieces. If you find them in the wild, they have a fantastic sell-through rate. I would say list them high and accept reasonable offers. I did have that one listed at $100, just throwing it out there. Okay, next up is a bundle. And this is a 3-piece bundle. It went out to Poshy Coffee. I don't know if she watches this, but I think she is a reseller as well. They were 3 Lululemon tops. Again, falling into that sale. The total price of this bundle was $105, so each top working out to over $30 a top. First is a Lululemon Train to Be short sleeve shirt in a size 8. Second was a Lululemon Swiftly Tech short sleeve top in a size 10. And the third was a Lululemon Angle Your Strength black top as well in a size 8. All 3 of these tops I've actually had for, I don't know, a couple of months. I've sent out various offers. I am not seeing the return on short sleeve tops for Lululemon, and that may change as we start to head into spring and summer. But over the last few months, I really don't prioritize picking these up anymore unless I'm getting them for a really good deal. I just can't move them. I don't know, like, what do you guys have luck with? What are you seeing for sales with Lululemon short sleeves? Have you seen them depreciate in the last bit? I'd like to know what's working for you guys, because for me, yeah, I'm having a harder time moving them than I did previously. Next up is another bundle. This was a Skims bundle. So first is the Skims Fits Everybody turtleneck long sleeve top. And the second item was the Skims Essential t-shirt bodysuit. Both of these were in size large. They went to Paradigm Thrift. Thank you so much. There was actually kind of an issue with shipping. So my daughter was doing shipping for me last week while we were gone, and she couldn't find the neutral tone one, like the tan one. And I knew it was there. I had not double sold it. I knew it was there, but my daughter, like, having her look through all my bins of inventory trying to find the Skims, I knew was just, yeah, probably not going to happen. So I messaged Heather and asked her if she minded that I could either cancel the sale or I would mark it as shipped, not tracking, but I would find it when I got home on Sunday and get it to the post office Monday morning. And she said that was totally fine. Thank you so much for being patient. She waited a week for me to ship that one out, and I felt awful, but it is what it is. Sometimes my inventory has points of failure, and usually it's me. So I had put the item, it was like, I think the inventory number was 358, and I stuck it in the inventory bin under 258. So total user error. That's usually what happens when I can't find an item. It's something that I've done. It's not my inventory system because it works very well, but it's usually my own error. All right, next is an Aritzia Babaton Power Hip Blazer in a size 00. This sold for $80. Yeah, I like Power Hip Blazers, definitely looking for them. I've talked about them before. They're being sold on the Aritzia website for $198 right now. I will pay up for these. I will pay like $30, $40, and I will list them at $120. I would accept reasonable offers as long as I'm making like $40 profit. I'm happy with it because they're just like quick flips. They're really good items to have in your closet if you can find them. They're rare finds, that's for sure. Next up is another two-piece bundle. This one sold for $66. In it is a Wilfred pink sweater in a size extra small and an Aritzia Wilfred Zlata black cardigan in a size small. The top sweater I've had for over a year, so I was really happy when she put this bundle together. It was during my sale weekend and she got a really good deal. This is like my take. I know people have asked, they're like, how do you decide how to price a bundle? When someone creates a bundle or likes items, if I know there's items in that bundle that I have had for a while, that I've been sitting on, that I just, not sending out offers on them, but I just can't actively sell it, I will give the person a pretty good offer on the bundle just so that I can move that inventory and get that money back into my business, right? So sometimes, even though I look at it, I'm like, oh man, I should, this is worth this. It's really only worth what someone's willing to pay. And for me, if I've had the item for more than 6 months and it's in season, I'm going to cut a deal on it. And I think you'll see a couple more of those coming through the sales here where I'll let you know. Next up was a pair of Lululemon Still pants. These were wide leg, heathered gray, size 6. They sold for $32 to Allie. Allie, I sold these in one of my silent shows. I did a Lululemon silent show where it was 40% off all my Lululemon. She did have a couple questions, which I was able to answer. And yeah, so thank you, Allie. She left me a love note. Thank you so much. We'll definitely be shopping your closet and shows in the future. Great price and super fast shipping. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I feel like I haven't read love notes in a while, and I not that I receive a ton anymore. I feel like when I first started reselling, I used to receive so many love notes. Now it's like fewer and far between, but I'm going to try and share more what people are leaving in the comments. Next up was a Lululemon Forever Warma pullover heathered gray sweater. Oh my gosh. It sold for $48. This was a really quick flip. I had this listed for maybe a week. I just sourced it. I don't think I saw the return on it that I wanted to. I'm pretty sure I paid about $20 and Posh paid me out $34.47. So yeah, my profit there, is like 14 bucks. That's not that great. But if I look at the item selling in less than a week, I'm walking away pretty quickly with it. And yeah, if it wouldn't have been for that sale, I actually probably would have got better money for it. It maybe would have took another week or two, but this sale definitely put a dent in my inventory. Next up was a Lululemon Swiftly Tech long sleeve top in a size 4. This one sold for $39. I do expect more money for these tops, but that sale, again, you're going to notice some of the prices in the first half of these solds are going to be quite lower than what maybe you're anticipating for these items. But with that 40% off sale that I ran over Feb break or Feb long weekend, I was offering it to anyone that was just buying a single item as well. Obviously, I'm encouraging bundles and I'm telling people when they bundle, they save, but I'm probably going to send them an offer for 40% off within a couple days. And I was able to push a lot of inventory through. That's kind of my goal, once a month when these long weekends happen is to push inventory through, make room for new and fresh pieces. Next sale goes to one of my faves, Kelly. Girl, you know I love you. She grabbed a Lululemon 2021 Energy Bra in a size medium. It sold for $40. I love finding like new Lululemon. Anything that's like 2020, 2021, 2022, I am scooping it up and making sure to put that in the title. And that's actually a tip. I think South Swell Posh, and she may have changed her username now, but I remember her posting that in one of her stories like a couple years ago, and she was like, if you find Lululemon that is very current, put the year in the title, because people want to know when that Lulu came out without having to search it up. And I think that that has like a benefit and a perk, and sometimes will set your items apart, especially if it is a new Lulu piece. Kelly left me a sweet love note, quick delivery, nicely packaged items just as described. Love my items. Thanks, Kelly. You're welcome, Kelly. I know you're going to love the pieces that you've been receiving. Next up is a vintage 0.0 Y2K faux leather jacket. It was in a size medium. I have had this jacket for 2 years and I thought it was absolutely fabulous, but I think I was just waiting for the right buyer, and so happy that the right buyer came along. She did receive it. She left a love note. Love, 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 love it. Even better than pictured. Thank you so much, Tabs. Off to listen to some work with me while I get some work done. 10,000% recommend. Oh my gosh, you guys are too kind. Thank you so much. You have to send me a picture. If you are out sporting this jacket, you need to send me a picture. I would love to share it on my Instagram and shout you out, because I think that that piece is just a cool piece. I love Y2K stuff. Like I lived through Y2K. I was in my 20s in the Y2K. That was like, they always say your 20s are like your prime, although I'll disagree, but I definitely was enjoying my life very well in my 20s. Next up is a pair of Carhartt men's steel rugged flex pants. These were in a size 32 waist. They sold for $50. These were next to new. I was so shocked when I found these at Value Village, like shocked. And I did list them high. These pants typically sell for over $100 here in Canada, but sent out an offer, or I think actually they sent me an offer for $50 maybe, which I accepted. It was a really quick flip. I was able to make $30 on them, and I'm happy with those quick flips. All right. Oh my gosh, we have so many sales to go through, guys. I am so sorry. Okay, next up is a Lululemon pink zip-up scuba hoodie. This was in a size 12. It sold for $50. I am picking up scuba hoodies that are not dated by pattern or color, if that makes sense. Sometimes there's small features like the two-tone or like the cut. Sometimes there's the crop fit cut. There's some different features that really date Lululemon scuba sweaters, and I try to stay away from those ones. I don't see the same return on those. But if I can find one that like this one, and it was bubblegum pink, like how cute is that? I actually used the style tag. I'm just going to click on this because I'm pretty sure I put the style tag bubblegum in it. I did, because it was bubblegum pink. And I remember thinking, well, for surely someone's got to be looking that color up. Pink lovers love all shades of pink. But yeah, and also I want to shout out, I can't remember what their name was, but a viewer had mentioned in one of my What Sold videos that like pink stuff sells. They were like, if you find anything in pink, you should pick it up, because people like the demographic of people that love to wear pink are like diehard pink. So she was like, if you find anything pink that's in really good condition, you should almost always grab it, because it will probably sell quickly. And this scuba was a really good example. It sold quickly, and I did list it high. I did have this one listed high. Next up was an Anthropologie M Ellie ruched halter top in a size small. This sold for $35. I have a few different sizes of this. I did do some retail arbitrage picking those up, but I am getting down to, I think, the bottom of it, maybe just a couple left in different sizes. Next is a Lululemon bundle, 2 pairs. This sold for $60. Both of these are like older style Lulu. I've had them for a while. I got a really good price on them when I was sourcing. That's the only way I'm grabbing older Lulu now. It's not a huge return. Like I would say I probably have maybe 20 bucks in cost of goods, and my net earnings are 48. So I mean, I guess I made $28, which is better than some of the other items, you know, like that other one where I said I only made $14. But yeah, I try not to grab these. I feel like I sit on them a lot longer. So the first one is a Lululemon High Times legging in black, size 4. And the second is Lululemon Wonder Unders. They were 25-inch length, and they were purple, size 4 as well. Not bad for a bundle, smaller size, so that's a perk. I always say smaller sizes move slow. Could be why these ones move so slow as well. But just, yeah, ready to make deals on them. Next up is one of my favorite pieces actually from all these sales, and it's like a personal favorite. So it was a handmade textured knit multicolor sweater. It sold for $40 to Star Winter. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is just one of my favorite pieces when I sourced it, and I just knew that it was waiting for the perfect customer. There are certain items that I grab that maybe isn't like, I have my ideal customer, and then I have my like vintage handmade pieces, and my vintage handmade pieces are their own type of shopper. I am shopping specifically for them and waiting for the specific customer or this certain customer to find them and want to buy them. And yeah, this sweater had me in the feels when I found it. She did leave me a wonderful love note and said, "Such beautiful colors and cannot wait to rock this sweater. Thank you for another amazing item." You're welcome. Star has bought a couple items from me before, so yeah, she knows that she is getting quality, beautiful pieces when she purchases from my closet. Next up is a 2-piece bundle. It sold for $72. Fell on the sale weekend, probably lower than what I would have expected. There was an Aritzia Wilfred Arizona black long sleeve top in a size large, and a Free People metallic printed bloom blouse in a size extra small. The Free People top definitely is where I put the value. The Aritzia black top, the Arizona one, I've had that one for a little while. So this deal was like totally fine in my books because the Aritzia top just had a little bit of a lower value. I feel comfortable in what I got for both of these pieces. So yeah, I'm happy. And that Free People top, again, that was another item I just listed like the week before we went on holidays. So a really quick flip. The Free People items seem to be selling super fast for me right now. Next up is a Lululemon Swiftly Tech long sleeve. This one sold for $48. It was a size 4. I think the color probably is what it had going for it. It had a really nice tone, and there's not a lot of Swiftly Techs in that tone on Poshmark Canada side. So that's, I think, one of the main reasons why that one did so well. Next sale is probably a little bit lower than what I thought I would get for the item, but it was a very unusual size. So these are a pair of John Fluvog Free Newer vintage lace-up boots, and they were in a size women's 11. They sold for $135. I did have them listed pretty high. I think I had them listed at about $200. I've also had them cross-listed over on eBay, and like no real bites there either. I like to pick up larger size shoes, but I find the audience of people and the demographic of people that you're reaching with them are a lot smaller because there's not as many people with size 11, like women with size 11 feet compared to size 7 and 8, right? So you are selling to a smaller market of people. I got a really good price on these when I was shopping. I think I paid $34, maybe even had a 20% off coupon when I purchased them. It is a pretty good profit margin. I had room to make deals, and it fell on my sale weekend. So yeah, happy to see those go. If I can cut a deal, I have a second pair that are also a size 11. If I can cut a deal on those, I will as well. I have a good cost of goods on them. I don't like to lower or depreciate comps on items, especially items that I feel like hold a value that I want to hold a good value. But sometimes you just got to move stuff, right? You just got to move the inventory. All right, next is a 3-piece bundle. This sold for $120. In it is an Anthropologie floral orange and red mini skirt. It was size medium. I've had this since last summer, so it's something I've been sitting on, but I think when I sourced it last summer, I knew that I was going to sit on it. It was at the end of summer. I knew I was going to sit on this probably until this spring. The next one is a Cezanne Joss crochet blouse. This was in a size small, and a twins wool blend plaid shacket in a size medium. And that was leftovers from my last consignment client. So I bought a bunch of her inventory, and I think I'm only down to like 4 items left. Happy to see some of this stuff moving through. She did leave me a love note and said, thanks again, with a smiley face. You're welcome. I hope you love them. Those are all fantastic pieces. You have impeccable taste, my friend. Next is a pair of Lululemon Seawees Hottie 4-inch shorts, size 6. They sold for $35. I know Seawees used to be like a coveted style. I don't really think it's a unicorn anymore. I think the tables have turned in Lululemon, and I know before there was like, oh, these certain ones people would pay up for. I don't see very many people paying up for old Lulu anymore. I think what the new buyers of Lululemon are looking for are the ones that sell out in store, like the certain colors, the certain styles. There's tons of items that Lulu is putting out now that is in very small batches, and if you do not buy it within the first couple hours of it being released online, you're not getting it, and you got to try and go in a store and hope that your local store got some. I think you would be able to make more money probably sourcing those types of pieces than trying to sell these old unicorns. I just don't think they hold the same value anymore. But that's just my opinion. I would love to hear what you guys think. Maybe eBay is different too. And I also wonder sometimes if Poshmark in the US is different. Like in Canada, there's just so much Lulu everywhere that I don't think people care about the old stuff anymore. Maybe down in the US is different. So drop in the comments, let me know, what are your thoughts on Lulu right now? Share them. Please give me some insight, especially if you are one of my Southern friends. All right, next is a For Love and Lemons Charlotte eyelet lace, look at me using the keyword, dress in a size extra large. It sold for $122. Very happy with that. Quick flip and good profit on that dress. So yeah, and it's very unique. I was thinking this would be one of the dresses that I would be sitting on for a while because it was just very unique. And actually, as we talk about it, let's go over style tags that I used for it. So I used peasant, cottagecore, and festival. I felt like it was really a festival dress. I am putting festival into a lot of my listings right now. If I think it's something that someone will wear to a festival, drop that style tag in there. I don't put it into the description necessarily, but I'm putting it into Poshmark's tags at the bottom where you have those 3 options. I would add them in there. If you don't know what festival style is, go on Pinterest, look it up, be familiar with it, know what kind of style that is, because people that are going to festivals in spring and summer, they're looking for cute, unique outfits, and I find they usually pay pretty good money for the outfits because they want to look super fashionable, they want people to notice them, and they're wearing them out for events, right? Okay, next up is a 2-piece bundle. In it is a vintage handmade knit cardigan sweater, size medium, and a pair of Lululemon Align pants. These are 28-inch, size 4. This bundle sold for $87, which is a pretty good deal. I've had this handmade sweater for a while. We're heading out of winter. I'm cutting pretty good deals on anything that is sweater related because I want to keep them moving and they take up a lot of inventory. So if I have to hold on to them till fall, plus I'm sourcing tons of like fresh new items that I'll be listing for fall, I just want to move that inventory and get the money back into my business. Next up is a Lululemon Wonder Under High Rise 7/8 length leggings. Oh my gosh, that's such a tongue twister. They sold for $60. They were a size 2. I do have a lot of small size Lululemon right now, although I think it's starting to dwindle down. I also don't anticipate that I'll have a whole pile of Lulu leggings coming in. One of the stores that I was frequently sourcing at raised the price on their Lulu leggings, and it just really narrowed down my profit margin, what I'm able to get for the items. So I'm only sourcing new stuff. Like they got to be newer than 2019 or I'm not picking them up anymore just because I'm paying too much for them and I don't see the return there. So very selective in what I'm grabbing for Lululemon now. Next bundle is a 2-piece bundle. It's sold for $70. In it is a Revolve Tula Rosa knit long sleeve sweater dress in a size small, and a NYX Wing Woman contour wireless bra in a 34E. I actually really love the NYX Wing Woman bra. I will continue to source them, and yeah, I like being able to have comfortable wireless women's undergarments in my closet. This was a great bundle. Happy to see both those pieces moving. I did expect more for that Tula Rosa dress. Maybe, I'm not sure. I think maybe, no, I'm not, because I've had that dress for like a couple months. I thought it would do a lot better than it did. I'll be honest. Maybe the value just isn't in Tula Rosa that I thought. I think I was expecting more money because it was a Revolve brand. But as I start to source and sell more Revolve brands, I'm kind of learning not all of them hold the value that they do in suggested, what the heck, as they do in the store. You guys, you know what I'm trying to say. I feel like my brain is still a little foggy from this cold and the medication that I've been on. Next sale is an Aritzia Wilfred Telmont floral yellow blouse / bodysuit. It was actually like blouse on the top, bodysuit on the bottom. This sold for $45 and it was an XX small. Another quick flip. I think I've had it listed less than a month, so not too bad. This next sale I have had for a while. I've tried to sell this in like 2 live shows, I think. It was an Aritzia Babaton Hopper A-line skirt in a size 8. I love the color of it. I did source it in fall, and I mean, color-wise, it's probably more of a spring summer color. But yeah, I've had it for like 5 or 6 months. I swear I have. And I was really happy for it to move, and yeah, just happy to make that sale. Next up, I have 2 NYX bra sales. First one is the Evolution bra. This is a wireless size 5. It sold for $36. And then the second one, it was under $30. So I didn't include it in here, but I did sell 2 of them. And I think the other one was for $26 or $28, but it was a much older style. It wasn't a newer one. It was really hard, actually. I couldn't even find a stock photo for it. I had to just use my own photo. It was an older style. Okay, next up is a Patagonia men's black down sweater jacket. Now, this was in a size medium and it sold for $230. Now, I have sold this jacket twice, I think already. Twice. And the 2 previous times, people canceled. The first time, I can't remember because it sold right away. The second time, the person messaged me and asked if they could bundle with another item. Could I cancel the sale, bundle in a Lululemon top, and they would repurchase? And they never repurchased. I shouldn't have canceled this. No, I didn't see. And I'm a firm believer that if an item will sell once, it'll sell twice. I know a lot of people will create the bundle. They will, force the buyer to purchase that bundle before they will cancel the previous sale. I don't know. I did that with my live shows, but if someone asks to cancel a bundle, usually I give them the benefit of the doubt. That first guy burnt me, but I'm happy that I held on to it because he was going to pay $170 and now it's sold for full price. So I made $60 more on the sale, waiting and selling it for $230. So net earnings were $184 and I paid $75 for this jacket. 70 or 75, I can't remember. That's a pretty good return. That's over $100. Sometimes it pays to pay up for an item, and learning what to pay up and what is a fair market value. This jacket is $350 on the Patagonia website. So if I can come across their down-filled jackets, I will always look it up. Is it a current style? Is it generally a current color? And I mean, even if you're knocking 30% off of the retail price of the Patagonia item, that's a good deal because Patagonia doesn't mark their items down often. And when they do, it's always in bad sizes. It's like XX small, ugly color, something, because I'm always on that website shopping and I rarely get a deal on the items that I'm looking for or my size, stuff like that. All right, so that was a good sale. I'm happy I canceled the original one, held out 2 more weeks because I made more money. Next up is a pair of Dansko leather clogs. These were clog mules, I called them. I tend to use those two words together. They were gray, size 7, and they sold for $32. I've had these for a while. I did a bunch of like clog sourcing when Birkenstock came out with their clogs, so I tried to find alternatives that would be more affordable than a pair of Birks. Some of them have done good, some of them not so much, but I felt like I was going to try and purchase and sell the trend. I don't know. I think the people that want Birks for sure, but it's always worth a try, right? You got to try things. You have to try and fail so that you can learn what works and doesn't. And by trying and taking the chance, like I knew I wasn't going to lose money on these items, but if there's a chance that I can find that like secret niche of people looking for this, then it's worth it, right? Just knowing that you won't lose money, maybe just not making the profit that you hoped for. I promise we are getting down to the end of these. Next up is an Anthropologie black sleeve vest dress, size XL, sold for $50. This is the last one that I have in larger sizes. I think I might have a couple small sizes. I had done retail arbitrage getting these dresses, but yeah, my larger sizes are now sold out. That was the last one. Next sale is an Aritzia Wilfred Lauren alpaca wool blend sweater, extra small. Just sourced and listed this not too long ago. It sold for $50. Very happy with that. Quick flip sweater too, like heading into spring. Happy when those ones move. This next bundle was another good bundle, $120. Couple of these items I've had for a while, which makes me think that they were just bad buys. So happy to be able to give a deal and move them through, get that money back into my business. First item is a pair of Lululemon tight stuff 25-inch inseam leggings, size 8. Second, Lululemon Rebel Runner vest purple, size 8. This was one of those items I've been sitting on for a little bit, so happy to make the deal on it. And the third item was an Aritzia Wilfred Lyciane tank top in yellow, size medium. I've had this since like last summer. So yeah, tossed it in, giving you a deal, take this inventory, get the money back into your business. Okay, 2 more Posh sales. Next one, Skims Essential T-shirt bodysuit, size extra small, sold for $72. That was a surprising sale. Happy to see it. I don't have very many Skims items left, so they are moving through. Average cost of goods on that one was like $40, I think. Not too bad. Definitely didn't see the profit margins that I wanted to on those Skims pieces, but I think it's just so flooded now. Like so many people are getting access to liquidation and purchasing these, so there's lots out there now. And then the last sale on Poshmark is a 2-piece bundle, $140 it's sold for. First item is an Aritzia Babaton Louise wide leg pants, size medium. Second item, Babaton black Roshan strapless jumpsuit, size 10. If that jumpsuit fit me, I would have definitely kept it. I think I need a size 12. Gorgeous piece. Happy to see both of those items going and relatively quick flips. Okay, let's shift over to eBay. I have 5 sales to cover there. We are going to talk a little bit more about eBay after. First one is a Lululemon Reverse Me Wrap merino wool cardigan sweater. This sold for $50. Second item is a North Face Hydrenolite, mesh lined windbreaker jacket, size small. It sold for $40. Next item is a Lululemon or a pair of Lululemon Wanderer Coolette True Navy wide leg pants, size 12. Those sold for $57. Very happy with that sale. Next up is a Mage dress. It was a black shift organza silk midi long sleeve, size European 3, sold for $70. And then the most recent sale that actually just went through before I started recording was a pair of Lululemon Hottie shorts, 2.5-inch, size 2, navy blue, and they sold for $38. I have some insight into my eBay orders, what's been changing, and we'll cover that in my information, which we are now going to transition into. Sorry, I'm telling you guys, I'm still a little foggy from this cold and all this steroid medication they've been putting me on. They did tell me I had croup, so it's just like, it's starting to get better, but I don't know. I don't feel myself. That's what I'm at. I just don't feel myself right now. Okay, let's go over the data. That's all the sales. That's all the sales over $30. Let's jump into the data now. Total sales between February 17th and March 2nd, so that's for the last 14 days, is $2,568 on Poshmark. I had 5 eBay sales for a total of $255 on eBay. And the grand total for the last 2 weeks from both platforms is $2,823. So just shy of $3,000, just shy. I'm so happy with this. And I want to say, like, not too shabby considering I was on holidays for 9 days and I haven't listed new items at I hadn't listed for 13 days. Nothing new was listed for 13 out of the last 14 days. That's good. Like, that's good. That's good. I'm happy with it. I'm definitely honing in on what I need to source and what is selling. And we're going to go further into this. So in total, over the last 14 days, I have sold 58 items on both platforms. My average sale price is $48.67. It is down $1 from last time I reported to you guys. This includes my aggressive sale of 40% off. I've had a few silent shows. I don't get a lot of sales out of the silent shows, but they trickle in. I have decided to step away from live selling, like doing actual live shows. I'm trying to keep my hours low right now because I just have other areas of my life that are taking up more time. And this has really helped. I am sitting on 359 active listings, so I do not have a big closet by any means. And my biggest struggle actually is just being able to find the time to list items. The last couple weeks we were gone, I've been sick, just juggling other things, and thank goodness I had some strong sales weeks. Now, I am definitely selling more than I list at this point. Obviously, like I said, I hadn't listed in 13 days, but we're going to talk more about that at the end. So the top brands for me over the last couple weeks is Lululemon, Aritzia, and Free People. I want you guys to keep in mind that my data is going to be biased because these are also the majority of the brands that I'm sourcing. This is what I'm looking for. I know this stuff sells for me. I have access to it locally, and I just narrow in on it. They're really quick sales. They're hitting the ASP that I want. I'm getting the returns that I want, and I'm really happy with that. I am focusing on spring and summer fashion now. I will still pick up sweaters if they're a good deal, they're a good brand, they're a good material content, but majority of those are now being put away till August. If I have a couple IKEA bags that I'll put on like the top shelf of my inventory, that's where I'll store them. I know, and I learned this last year, my local thrift stores don't put out sweaters and jackets until like the end of September. They were really late getting it out, and it was tough because I think that my rule of thumb is when Costco starts putting it out, you need to start putting it out as well. So if Costco is selling bathing suits in January, you need to start selling your spring and summer stuff. Now, they start putting their winter stuff out in August. Typically, that's when I will start listing my fall and winter pieces as well. And that's kind of the transition. Again, same for January, February. I've started to focus on my spring and summer items now. And I feel like a lot of people, that's what they're looking for. A lot of my sales are turning into spring and summer items. Trends for sales it's kind of equal right now. It's offers to likers. I'm definitely getting a lot of those just single sales. I send an offer with a shipping discount. They like it, they buy it. But I have had a lot of bundle sales as well. But I think that falls into the sale I was running over the long weekend where I was, bundle and save 40%, right? So that will skew the data there. The other thing that I was really surprised in is that I've had a lot of full price sales lately, like just flat out buys, and I don't normally see that often. And I don't know if that is just I'm sourcing different quality pieces, I'm hitting a different demographic of buyer, and that might be why. But yeah, I've been seeing more full price sales than I usually do. Okay, fun fact, I do have more to cover, but fun fact I wanted to include in here. I think I'm going to be able to sustain these gross sales and these numbers by listing 25 to 30 higher ASP items a week. That is my goal. I think I can sustain this if I'm selling on average 55 to 60 items every 2 weeks. I know that I probably have to list 60 items every 2 weeks, but my sell-through rate is super high right now. That has jumped right up. So if I'm selling more than I'm listing, I don't need to list a ton more to make these sales, right? So that alone will have a drastic decrease in the amount of time that I spend sourcing, listing, and shipping. If all I have to find is 30 good quality pieces, list 30 good, like I can list 10 items an hour, no problem. To me, that's like 3 hours a week to list the items and then ship them out, which again, doesn't take very long with my inventory system. I'm really excited about these changes, like really excited. This means that the amount of time that I'm spending on my business gets to get smaller. My hourly wage goes up, and that's the ultimate goal for 2023. At this point, I am not looking to expand my reselling business. I am not looking to source and list more items. I kind of have a monetary goal, and as long as I'm meeting that, I'm quite happy right now. I am trying to juggle other things. So that's my reselling business is doing good. I'm happy with that. Now, I want to go over some other things. I have been working with Michael from Posh Sidekick, Magiscriptor. He is developing a cross-listing software right now. So I have been working on that. As soon as it's done beta testing, we have all the bugs worked out, it is going to work on Canadian platforms. That's the best news because there's not a lot of options out there for Canadians. So I will share that as soon as it's out. I think it's going to be a game changer. I love the features that they're putting into it, and I think it's going to be equivalent to other cross-listing softwares for sure. Another change that I made, and I've talked about this previously, and I think this is going to start to have a really positive impact on my eBay business. So I signed up with PayPal's shipping. I think it's called NetParcel, and I've been able to offer flat rate shipping now into my eBay store. Now, before I was doing calculated, and a lot of times the shipping price was working out over $20 to ship. With NetParcel, I'm able to offer a better shipping rate, and I think this is definitely making my Canadian closet more, what the heck word am I thinking? Like equivalent to US sellers, and majority of my sales are going down to the US right now on eBay, and I think it's that shipping rate because I'm charging $9.99 Canadian, and that probably works out to like $6.99 American, which I feel like is comparable to what you guys are offering to fellow Americans. So yeah, I got a lot of good things going. And then on top of that, having software or like this new cross-listing software, I did set up some store policies. I am going to put out an eBay video for next week, so I'll start to explain some of the little things that I've been doing in that video. As I said too, I did run a long weekend sale for February, bundle, save 40%. I was also sending out 40% offers to single sales, and I think that is really good. I think it has a positive effect on your business. This is like another thing, I've also been doing personal sourcing more on Poshmark, which before I felt like I could really find what I wanted thrifting. And I didn't really have too much reason to go onto Poshmark and source, but yeah, I've had a couple credits added. I've won a couple contests recently, and I've been sourcing some personal stuff. I do think, and this is kind of like, I don't know, make believe, it's like, what the heck word? I literally cannot think right now. This is crazy. My brain is just not working. It's kind of like a myth, a Poshmark myth, but I do think it may have a positive impact when you do make purchases on Poshmark. So I am trying my best to make a purchase once every other week, and they're all personal items for our family. I've been able to get some really good pieces and good like mountain wear pieces that we will be using this summer. Okay, now, as for the holiday, you're probably like, how did you make these sales? You were gone. Honestly, Posh Sidekick is my saving grace. It really is. It was sharing my closet. It was on the app. I didn't really have to worry about it. It was sending out offers. I do play around with the offers. Sometimes I'll have like 20% offer with $6.99 shipping, which would be our second tier shipping option. Sometimes I'm like 25% off with $9.99 shipping. Like, I change it every other day. I'm always playing around offering different deals out. So yeah, I think that has a positive impact as well. I do relisting every 30 days. So even though I wasn't listing new items over the 13 days, I was still having daily relists that were counting as new listings. And that's a couple every day. So I think that has a positive impact as well. It really just like kept the activity happening on Poshmark for me. And my daughter stayed home, so she was able to do my shipping. She shipped, I think, 2 or 3 times for me. So I don't have to put my business on hold. I like that. Usually I find workarounds. I will message people, tell them I'm away. Is it okay if I ship this? You know, but yeah, I'm just like, man, it's been a good couple of weeks. So I wanted to kind of give my take on my sales, because I know people are like, I'm sourcing good items, they have high ASP, I take good pictures, why aren't my items selling? I hate to say things because I don't want to paint with a wide brush and be like, this is why your items aren't doing well. I've really focused on high sell-through rate. Like, I am sourcing items that I know people are looking for, that people are buying currently. I will click on a sold. I will find out last time it was active. Now I'm actually starting to go onto eBay as well and look at how many items are available, how many items have sold in the last 90 days. But I really, really think that we need to be doing research, and you need to know what's selling right now so that you are not sourcing foolishly. And I hate to use that word because no one is a fool, but if you are not putting research into what's selling and you want to know why your items aren't moving, I would always start there. Always start there, because a lot of times I pick up an item thinking it's going to be good, and I'll look up the comps on it and I'm like, oh, this isn't that great, or oh, there's a lot sitting here. Like, is the market flooded with these items? That may be why you're not selling them too. There's so many factors. This is what I'm doing. I'm working on high sell-through rate items and going through these sales. So many of them are selling within a week or two, which means I'm doing my job. Okay, that was a lot. We are at almost 50 minutes. Thank you if you have stuck around till the end. I just feel like there's so much information that I can give you guys and hopefully help you in your own reselling business. All right, I am heading out of here. If you have anything you want to add on anything I talked about today, please drop in the comments. I would love to hear from you guys. What are some great sales? How are your sales in February? Are there any changes that you're making in your business? Because I would love to know. Maybe I can help you make positive changes in your business right now. Okay, guys, if this video brings you value in your reselling business, give me a thumbs up, let me know. Also, make sure you tap subscribe on the way out. Thank you for supporting my channel. I am wishing you guys all many sales, so many sales, and I'll see you next time. Bye.